Let's get back to the budget now. Trade Union Federation Cosatu is on a collision course with a government, and it says that government's plan to cut the public sector wage bill by 160 billion rand means war. Now, the Federation has outlined the outcomes of its Central Executive Committee meeting, and our reporter Govind Whittles will join me now just to have a conversation about what that means. Connie, good afternoon. Let's talk about Cosatu for a moment here and what exactly they're saying about the public sector wage bill.
Well, cutting the public sector wage bill by 160 billion essentially refers to not paying the increases in April that had been agreed to in 2018. And that's what the Finance Minister announced yesterday, that they would review the Public Sector Collective Bargaining Council agreement with the aim of not paying these increases. That's what Cosatu says is a declaration of war. And as General Secretary Bheki Ntshali elaborated a little bit on this, let's have a look at what he had to say.
Cosatu rejects government's narrow fixation with the public service wage bill. We review this provocative budget as a challenge from the National Treasury, and we accept it. Will not allow the workers to be used as a scapegoat for this economic crisis. These cuts directed at the public service will have a severe implication for the economy. Poor regions rely disproportionately on the public service employment, and cutting wages of public servants will intensify poverty and regional inequalities in South Africa. The cut also have severe gender implication because the public service has been an important source of good jobs for women in a labor market which discriminates against women. Women account for a greater proportion of the public servant and a sizable majority of educators. So a cut in wages will reverse the gains that have been made to close the existing gender inequalities.